Alright, hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this channel, we'll be making mathematics as simple and fun as it can be. So stay tuned. For the session today, we'll be looking at basic mathematics operation. Basic maths operation. Yeah. Now, from our basic elementary school, we were told of 4 basic operations, and those operations have always been with us throughout our mathematics journey. That's the addition, the subtraction, the multiplication, and the division. Now, these operations are very easy when we use them to work on whole numbers. For example, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Simple, right? I knew that was the first thing you learned in mathematics. Alright, we have 2 times 2 is equal to 4. 10 divided by 2 is what? Correct, 5. And what are we going to do? Okay, subtraction, so we do 10 minus 2 is 8. Simple when working with whole numbers. But when working with fractions, it becomes a little glitchy. For example, 2 over 3 multiplied by 4 over 2. Oh, here you have a question mark. So today, we'll be focusing on these operations when they are applied to fractions. So, without wasting much time, let's get into it. Now, the first example we'll be looking at is for the multiplication. So, we are going to be looking at, this example, 2 over 3 multiplied by 4 over 2. Now, when multiplying fractions, it's a one-way easy step. Multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators to get your new numerator and your new denominator. Now, let's apply that here. So now the question mark leaves here, and let's do that. So my numerators will multiply together, so 2 times 4, and my denominators multiply together, 3 times 2. And 2 times 4 will give me 8, 3 times 2 will give me 6. Yes, this is supposed to be my answer, but I could still simplify this. So we have a common factor, which is 2. So 2 into 6 here will give me 3, and 2 into 4 is 8 here will give me 4. And that gives me 4 over 3 as my final answer. Very, very simple. Now let's apply this same knowledge or this same method to another type of fraction, which is the mixed fraction. Now, a mixed fraction is a fraction that has both a whole number and a fraction attached to it. So let's look at this example. This is example number 1. So let's look at example number 2. We say 1 over 2 over 3 multiplied by 2 over 1 over 2. Good. Now, what do we do here? Now, you follow the same step, but you just have to add or apply a step before this. And that step is you have to convert the mixed fraction to improper fraction. Now, let's do that. So, to convert mixed fraction to improper fraction is also very easy. Just multiply the denominator by the whole number and add the numerator. So, let's do that now. So, 3 multiplied by 1 is 3, plus 2 gives you 5 over 3 times 2 multiplied by 2 is 4 plus 1, that's 5 over 2. Now from here you can apply your normal multiplication method. So multiply the numerators, you have 5 times 5, denominators 3 times 2. So you have 25 over 6. No common factor, and that makes this your answer. Quite simple, right? Very simple. You can do this in, let's say, very fast, 30 seconds, and you're done. Alright, now let's try this same method or this same application on division. So that will be number 3. So permit me to put that here. Number 3, division. Now permit me to just draw a line here. Alright, so to differentiate that. Now let's use the same question. 2 over 3 divided by 4 over 2. Now, for division, you have to apply a simple rule. And that rule is you have to change the division sign to multiplication. I repeat myself. When you are working with division and fraction, change the division sign to multiplication, and immediately you do that, you have to do the inverse of the fraction after the sign. So let's try that now. So we have 2 over 3 divided by 4 over 2. Yeah, I said the first thing to do is change this division sign to multiplication. So you have 2 over 3 multiplied by, immediately you change this sign to multiplication, this fraction after the sign has an inverse itself. So the denominator becomes the numerator and the numerator becomes the denominator. So that means we say this is going to be 2 over 4. Now from here, you can do your basic multiplication method again. So I multiply my numerators 2 times 2. I multiply my denominators 3 times 4. 2 times 2 will give me 4, and 3 times 4 will give me 12. And now there's a common factor of 4. So 4 into 4, 1. 4 into 12 is 3. And that makes your answer 1 over 3. Simple, right? Easy. Alright, let's try something else. Can you try, you are free to pause the video at this point and try this. 1 over 2 over 3 multiplied by 2 over 1 over 2. Now pause the video and try that. Oh, sorry, not multiplication. Let's use the division sign now. So let's try that. Okay, now I believe you have done yours. Now let's see if you are correct. Now, 3 multiplied by 1 is 3 plus 2. That's giving 5 over 3 divided by 2 multiplied by 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2. Now I change the division sign to multiplication. So this gives me 5 over 3 multiplied by 2 over 5. The inverse of this. Now I can do my straight multiplication, which is going to be 5. Okay, sorry, let me come. Yeah. So my straight multiplication, it becomes 5 times 2 over 3 times 5. Alright, so what does that give us? We have 10 over 15. Do we have a common factor in 10 over 15? No. So that makes that the answer. I hope you got it. I'm sure you did. Alright, now that's enough for division. Let's try this for addition and subtraction. Now, addition and subtraction actually looks like the most worrying part of it, because you have to apply another mathematics, which is the lowest common multiple. So if you don't understand or know the lowest common multiple, I'll do another video another time on lowest common multiple, which is LCM. But for now, I'm just going to believe that you know it. I know you're a mathematician and you know that. So let's apply that to addition and subtraction. Now for addition, let's use the same question we've been using before. So this is 2 over 3 plus 4 over 2. Now for addition, the first step is you have to look for the LCM of the denominators. Now for this my question, I have 3 and 2 as my denominators, and the LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. Now after you get your LCM, the next step is you divide your LCM by your denominator, multiply the answer by the numerator to get your new numerator here. So let's do that. So 6 divided by 3 gives you 2. 2 times 2 gives you 4 plus 6 divided by 2, that's 3. 3 times 4 gives you 12. So that gives me 16 over 6. Yeah, I have a common factor there. I have a common multiple, which is 2. So 2 going to here is 3. And 2 going to 16 is 8. And that gives me 8 over 3. Very simple. Now, the same method you have applied for addition follows through in subtraction. And if you have a mixed fraction, you just have to change to improper fraction. Now, let's try for subtraction. Let's try this for subtraction. Now, we have 2 over 3 minus 4 over 2. The same step, look for the LCM, which is 6. Now I got my LCM. I go ahead to divide my LCM by my denominator. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 2 is 4. Minus 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, what do I have here? 4 minus 12. That means a positive 4 minus a negative minus 12. So that would be a negative 8 over 6. Yeah, I can still cut this down. So this will give me 3 here, and this will give me 4 here. So I have a negative 4 over 3 as my final answer. Alright, I think this is my blind spot. So you have a negative 4 equal to a negative 4 over 3. And that is my final answer. So it's very simple. Let's do a recap. When you're working with multiplication, multiply the numerators, multiply the denominators, and get your final answer. When you're working with division, the first step, change your division to multiplication. And as you change that, the fraction after the sign is inverse. That means the numerator becomes the denominator, and the denominator becomes the numerator. Now, after that, then you can now solve like a multiplication, multiply two numerators, multiply the two denominators, and you get your final answer. For addition and subtraction, the first step is look for the LCM of the denominators. When you get that, then you divide the denominator, the LCM, by the denominator, and the answer you get, you multiply by the numerator to get your numerator. And by the time you do that using the signs, boom, and that is all. Simple, right? And it's fun, it's really fun when you know that these 4 basic operations will continue with you in mathematics, not just today, not tomorrow, but for your lifetime. So they are here to stay. They are like your best friend in mathematics. So keep studying with them, keep practicing with them, keep working examples with them, because the truth is we keep doing things that involves using these operations. There are more, but let's leave that for the next time. If you've loved what you watched, please do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you'll be notified anytime I post a video. Thanks for watching. See you next time in our next video. Bye.